Hey, so what's going on, everyone? So today I am going to be doing a review for Goro, Prince of Pain. Now, I did mention in the previous unboxings that this is a 3-issue series. Unfortunately, my copy of issue 3 is not coming in until after this video goes up. I do want to say I did read issue number 3, so I can do a proper review for Goro, Prince of Pain, just so we can have a full understanding of what I'm getting ready to share with everyone. Now, normally when I'm doing book reviews on here, I do the pros, I do the cons, and then I give my final thoughts. This particular review is going to be a little bit different because I do the pros and cons of books from indie authors because those are my friends. I want to let them know what I love about their books and what I think need improvements. This is a series that was printed in the mid-90s and is not going to be back in print. For starters, the company is now defunct. Second, Mortal Kombat is now owned by Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers also owns DC Comics. Malibu's library was bought by Marvel. So I don't see these books coming back in print. So there's no need to really say, I love this and I love this and I don't like this. Now I will say, I am going to give one very big pro. I really like the artwork. And you see Reptile, you see Kitana, you see Mileena, you see Baraka. You see various characters from the Mortal Kombat franchise throughout all 3 comics. So that is the pro. That is the biggest thing I liked about this particular series. Now, what are my overall thoughts on Goro, Prince of Pain? If you're a huge Mortal Kombat fan and you're a collector of Mortal Kombat items, sure, go for it. I got both of these for like a total of $8, including shipping off of eBay. Number 3, I think I paid $6 total. That one's a little more hard to find than these two, so I did have to pay a little bit extra. So if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, sure, check these out. Or, well, I don't want to say check them out. But outside of being a really huge Mortal Kombat fan, save your money. Simple as that. The story, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, then you know who Goro is. If you've played the video games, you know Goro is who you have to face to get to Shang Tsung in the original video game. He is not a good person. If you watch some of the other things that have been done with Goro, you know Goro is not a good person. Goro likes killing people. Goro likes to destroy things. This series made him an anti-hero and was trying to make him sympathetic and was looking to find his way home. What? No. That's not who Goro is. They have him stuck in a game between 2 of the elder gods, the god of chaos and the god of order. These 2 characters have never been in the video games, have never been mentioned. So that should tell you how much Ed Boon really thinks of these characters that were thrown into these comics. Some of the characters that Goro is loosely affiliated with turn on him. Just out of nowhere, it's like, no, Goro must die, and Baraka goes after him. It really doesn't make sense. Like, even as a comic book fan, I can't even recommend this to comic book people because the story makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, usually the way comics have been written over the years, it's pretty obvious when you're reading some of these, who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. And most people could probably look at this and go, that's a villain. Why did they make a series on the villain? And truth be told, that's kind of how I felt reading this. It just felt like a whole bunch of WTF. I also am not a fan of the fact that reading these, it's very obvious that the people at Malibu Comics just picked random writers and artists to work on some of these because characters' names are spelled differently, their backstories are different, and that's just from reading this 3-issue miniseries. Which leads me to my next thing. So, usually with stuff like this, the story ends, but there might be something to pique your interest to pick up one of the other titles. No, this takes place right in between two different stories. You've got to read Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition before reading Goro, and then there's another comic that you have to read afterwards to get the full story. So this 3-issue miniseries isn't even the full story. Usually there's supplements, there's other things going on. Nope, not with this one. And number 3, it's very obvious that they were just trying to get you to get whatever comics they could put together because they start teasing Raiden with the Raiden and Kano story that Malibu did. Jax is in there talking about Sonya, which leads to the Special Forces comic that Malibu did. Issue 3 is a half-hearted ending and a whole bunch of plugs to get other comics. Now, yes, as a comic book fan, I do know this stuff. Marvel and DC do it all the time. But more often than not, if you pick up a graphic novel, you're getting a complete story from beginning to end. You're not getting that with this 3-issue series. So, as a Mortal Kombat fan, sure, cool. I've got some more stuff to add to my Mortal Kombat collection. As a comic book fan, the nostalgia was great going through this and seeing ads from stuff for video games that were coming to the Sega Game Gear and the Game Boy and Sega CD and the Super Nintendo. That was cool. Seeing the franchise when there was still only, I think, 20 to 30 characters at the time, that was also really cool because Mortal Kombat has increased its roster quite a bit since the mid-90s. So the nostalgia was cool. It was cool to look back at things and seeing where they are now. As a comic book fan, this series is not great. As a Mortal Kombat fan, I felt like my knowledge of Mortal Kombat was being questioned, and this just made it not enjoyable. Now, I do want to say, again, to those that feel the need to pick up these comics or want to check them out, check your local comic book store. Most comic book stores will have stuff where you can pick them up for like $1 or $2, and something tells me these are probably in those $1 boxes if you look. I actually know a place where I could probably see if there's more Mortal Kombat comics without having to go to eBay. I went to eBay because I knew I could find something and spend not that much money. But if you're a Mortal Kombat fan and you just want to add stuff to your collection, sure, go for it. But if you're looking to actually read a decent Mortal Kombat comic, read the Mortal Kombat X stuff that came out from DC a few years ago. That was solid material. If you're a comic book fan and you're looking to get into Mortal Kombat, the earlier games are probably on various devices and stuff for a cheap price or even free. I'm going to be honest, I don't fully know on that one, so don't quote me on it. Or if you're a comic book fan, you want to read a Mortal Kombat comic, again, like I just said earlier, read MKX, because this is going to frustrate you. But that's going to do it for this one. At the end of this video, I'm going to have the playlist, so definitely check out the videos I've been posting on my movie channel, Let's Watch a Movie, where this week I only did 3 videos for this. There are 5 videos for the movie side of things. So I would definitely go over there, check that out. If you like movie stuff, definitely give it a subscribe. I will say there are definitely some differences between Writer 434 and Let's Watch a Movie, but it's okay. At least just check out the playlist and see what you think. That's the only thing I'm going to ask. As far as me doing 3 videos a week, this is probably a one-time thing for now. If all of you want to see 3 videos a week from me moving forward, watch the videos. Watch as much of the videos as you can from beginning to end. That's pretty much all you can do, and watch them frequently. Share the videos. The more people watch, the more views I get, then more of these videos can fall into the algorithm, and that's going to be the motivation for me to do more than just twice a week. So after this week, I'm going back down to 2 videos a week. Tuesdays and Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Central Time, or Eastern Standard Time, for those that are new to the channel. And as always, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you're new to the video, hit that subscribe button. Comment down below, would you like to see more themed weeks on this channel? Or would you like to see more themed weeks that spread across both Writer 434 and Let's Watch a Movie? But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.